folks, Loki here, and welcome to Going Medieval, Episode 1. Now, as you can see, I have already done quite a lot. The reason being, that first starting off it's a bit grindy, and so I figured being grindy is not really fun to do. It probably won't be fun to watch. So I tried to get myself a little bit established before kicking off this series. Now, I have used a custom scenario with 10 settlers to start with. And it's not as easy as you think. You think starting off with 10, it's a really good advantage. Look, there's pros and cons to all of it. But I've kicked off with 10. I've already had 2 extras come join the team, so things have actually happened quite quickly in this game. What I focused on doing first was just getting bedrooms sorted out. There will be further additions made into the bedrooms once I unlock some further research. All of this storage here is going to be deconstructed. I've got my settlers working overtime on making clay bricks because I go through them like they're going out of fashion. And I've got a little bit of agriculture going on, but what I'm currently working on is trying to establish the kitchen and its storage. So that's sort of where I'm at the moment. Now, I'm also using a slightly different tactic with job priorities. Obviously, doctors, people with medical, tending patients is the number one priority. Convalescing is a number one priority. And then what I've done is I've set everyone to hauling at level 2, like priority 2, because so often what happens is you go off, you chop down a bunch of trees, or you do some mining, and the stuff just lays on the ground. It's like, it's no good to me. I need you to go and get it and bring it back to storage so I can use it. I've then divided their other tasks into like their primary job. Lucas here, he is a carpenter, so his primary job is a number 1 priority. Same as our smith, the tailor, a cook. I've got a main cook, and then I've got some supporting people doing cooking as well. And then it's just basically distributing them across the different tasks so that there should be somebody available to do pretty much anything anytime I want them to do it. That's the plan. This is, like I said, it's a tweak on a system I was using in my previous playthrough. So we'll see how it works out this time around. But for now, let's just see. Yes, just that. Okay. All right. So we need to get down into this storage. Let me see. Let's go. Oops, wrong button. Down there. If I go up. I don't want to have to dig all of this out. I just want to go underneath it, but I don't think it's going to let me. We'll see. What if... Alright. Building underground stuff is not necessarily what I'm best at. So... bear with me while I try and work on that. But it's, I'm trying to keep this quite symmetrical. We'll see how long that lasts. I have these grand ideas because the worst thing is I love building games. I really do. I'm just utterly shite at doing the actual building, you know. It's just one of those things. All right, so let's just keep chipping away at this floor. Like I said, I don't want to actually touch the top layer here. I want to just go directly underneath it for stability issues mainly. Because what I plan is, okay, so I've got, like, here's the heart of it. Here's the kitchen. This is where all the cooking goes on. In this next, what's going to become a room, will be basically meal storage. And then I'm going to have the dining hall coming straight off it. And so then basically all the food storage will be underground. And then I realised after I'd sort of got into this, and you know, this plan was taking form, I'm like, oh bugger, I didn't take account for having somewhere to do brewing. So I may have to, or not I may have to, I will have to do something for brewing separately, which I may do around about here somewhere, seeing as that's going to be the dining hall. So I'm planning on making that the dining hall and entertainment, because as you can see, they've each got a little shrine in their bedrooms, so getting access to religious activity is not going to be a problem. But I've only got a couple of backgammon tables set up in my temporary area, so we'll just have to, I mean, I'd like to say I have a plan, and I do have a general plan, but pretty much I just make it up as I go along, which is probably why things don't go so well. But that seems to be working. Alright, let's keep doing this. I'm not overly worried at settlers being idle. I'm more worried about getting, you know, okay, so that comes done. That I'm waiting for on 30. Alright. Yeah, underground, I mean, there's probably better ways of doing it than how I do it. I do it sort of, yeah, not as expertly as other people might, but I'll get the job done, and that's what's important. So as long as we get the job done, it doesn't really matter how we get there. I knew that was going to be an issue. They're going to do them dodgily. Okay. So what I'd want to do is basically like run a wall and have different room sections, but we'll see. I may end up just having to dig up more than I really want to, but sometimes that's how it happens, how we're going for materials. Oh goody, I've got 1,000 clay bricks at my disposal. Watch me go through them like nothing. Okay, let's do another row. Just find it easier to do this sort of, you know, row by row. That way they don't get stuck. You don't have them going, you know, settlers are starving, they're exhausted because they've dug themselves into a corner and they can't get out. They're not that smart. Even the ones that have the erudite perk, like sometimes they're just not that smart. They obviously weren't paying attention in mining class, is all I can say on that. So come on, guys. I forgot. What are they hauling? I don't think I've got anything much floating around. I don't know. They're all hauling something instead of digging. That's okay. Like I said, I'm not sure about this new way I've set up priorities. We shall see. But, yeah. So far, I'm not overly happy with it. Okay. Got that on the right one. I wonder if I dig all that out, I could put another set of stairs in there and actually use it. I might do that. I might. Because I may end up being able to put brewing underground. And then I can still, yeah, see, like sometimes it's not bad to just take things a little bit slower, you know, and you can sort of figure some things out as you go along. I've got a mate who is an engineer IRL, and he plays building games, you know, and he just makes me look so sad and pathetic. Is he builds those things, like he does things in games and you're like, just how did you do that? And you know, he uses actual engineering principles, and it helps that he's got the patience of a saint too. But yeah, he just, it's like, I'll do something, I'll be like, hey, come look what I built, and he'll be like, oh, that's really cool, Logie, you know, do you want to come see mine? Okay, yeah, I go over and I look at what he's done, and it's like, oh my god. I was so excited about my tiny little achievement. Like he's built the Taj Mahal or something. So, but that's okay. We're not, you know, not everyone is good at everything. So it's yeah, it helps that I don't take myself too seriously either. You know, sometimes I luck out and I do something well, but I know that building things is not what I'm best at. Right? Now she's got herself stuck because she's an idiot. You freaking moron NPCs. Alright, so let's see if you can dig your way out of this, hun. Off you go, dig away. Like, I've done it so that they can access it, you know, from the floor. But no, they get on top of it because they're idiots. Even I'm not that stupid. But their NPCs and their ability to prioritize how to approach things is, yeah, maybe not the best. But we'll see. Thor's hammer. Oh my god. Thunder and lightning. Thor is upset. It's probably one of my pranks I played on him is, you know, Loki, the trickster. I probably played some prank that's, you know, pissed him off. I find it funny because, like, with Going Medieval, this isn't like, it's set in England, so I find it amusing that they use a Viking reference in it. Although, if you are aware of Viking history, there was a period of time where Vikings more or less colonized various parts of, you know, England, the English Isles. So it's probably not such a stretch for them to be including something like that. Oh, there goes the thunder. Alright, look at it! I don't know what to do! Dig! Dig! Dig, bitch! Dig! I think this is going to work because I'm going to be able to have a room up top. I'll have a second room there. And then I'll be able to dig all the way through here. Yeah, that's sounding like a plan now. She's rain and bugger off. Oh, it's really dark. That's why I'm having trouble seeing things. Right, okay, so she finally got out of there. So let's see if I... Yes! Well, no, don't put a hole there. Let me go quick. Alright. So there we go, yeah, from here I will be able to dig through just underneath. Alright, so let me see. But have I got stairs to get there? Let me have a look at something. Gonna have to put, so I have to put a beam in there, and then okay, alrighty, yeah, starting to make sense. Alright, so let's just keep digging out the underneath. I wonder if I can put, let's see, excellent. Alright. Set when they're exhausted. I don't care! Too bad if they're tired. I'm cracking the whip. Get to work. Doesn't matter that it's bedtime. I'll take that. Alright. Yeah, this is a game where things do happen quite slowly. So what I might do is we'll leave it here because alright, for the next X amount of time all I'm going to be doing is digging. That's what I'm going to be doing, and I can't imagine that will be particularly scintillating to watch. If you disagree and you want to see like everything, all the, you know, little bits and pieces, let me know in the comments. Otherwise I'm gonna try and keep this to what I sort of feel is more interesting to see happening. So you guys, you know, stay slinky and I'll see you in the next video.